Yes, hello everyone, it's Matt. Just making a quick video to show you some of the football shirts that I've bought. I've started a bit of a collection. I started doing it just about a week or so into the lockdown and it gets out of hand very quickly. So this is just a video sort of to show off what I've got. There's some shirts that I've not got up for sale. There's some shirts that I have got up for sale. I've got them up on a Depop, which will be in the link in the description below. Obviously, if you're interested in anything, you can drop me a line on there. You can drop me a message on here. I've got Instagram too. If you wanted to message me on that, I tend to post on my story when I get new ones in. If this video does quite well, I've seen a few others doing similar things and they're doing quite well. I'll make more the more I get in. I do it more to buy and sell on. I like people having stuff that they want. In particular, myself, I'm a massive Everton fan. As you can see, there's 2 Everton shirts behind me there. That one is a remake that was bought on the Everton website for £30. It won't be up for sale unless somebody absolutely categorically wants it, because I don't think it's up there now. This next one, I should bring that one down for you actually. So this is a 1992 Everton away shirt. This was actually the very first one I bought. I was just bored one day and I was just having a little look through and I thought, I get some decent Everton gear. I do like to wear quite a lot of football stuff. And I found this one on eBay. It was £20 with 10 minutes left. So I threw a bid on it. The bid that I put on was £22 and it won. This shirt, from what I can tell, is valued at 65 plus. It's absolutely perfect. There's a little nick to the N, just there, and a couple of bobbles in it, but this shirt's older than me. It's 27 years old, you know, you'd expect something like that. But to be completely honest with you, this one's held up really well. It's an XL. I'm planning on keeping it. A lot of football stuff I tend to wear in XL because I'm a bit of a chunk, especially now. I've been sat around for 10 weeks, not exercising properly. But yeah, I mean, like that's just one example. I've got a lot more to show you. So if you just bear with me, I'll get some ready and I'll show it for you now. Right, so the first lot we've got up is one of the newer deliveries. I actually got this in today. This is already listed up on the Depop for £4. It is a 2014 Wales, I believe it was listed as media polo. I wouldn't necessarily say they're training that, I'd be more travelling. It's an Adidas, it's a Climacool one. It's a size medium. It's in pretty perfect condition, to be honest with you. It probably needs a wash. I haven't washed it just yet. All the stickering for the badge and the Vauxhall is absolutely spot on. There's no thread pulling on the Adidas. There's nothing like that. All the white is perfectly white. Sometimes you see them and they get a bit dingy. But that is pretty spot on. So I've listed that up for £10. So that's up there if you want to. Just as a quick interlude, I actually spent over £200 in total on shirts, including the one that I've got on now and the ones in the background there. It was more so a collection at first, and I thought, you know what, I could probably buy some of these and sell these on to people that want them. You do have to be wary on things like YouTube and Facebook. You do get a lot of fakes listed up there. In particular, one I saw today was a guy selling a Galatasaray shirt. He was claiming it's from 2005. He's obviously just bought it when he's gone over there on a holiday around the time, and it's not an official shirt in any way. It looks really good. It looks a really good fake. It's not a Galatasaray shirt. They just simply didn't have a shirt of that colour, style, badge. Even the sponsor was different. He only wanted the £5 for it, but no chance. But yeah, so it started off as just a collection. I thought I could probably buy some and sell some on. I've already sold about 4, which I'll include pictures of. Some I made really good profit on, which I then used to turn into buying other shirts, and you know, that's the point of this. But yeah, that's on there. That's £10. Next up is one of the newer items I've got. It's actually a women's shirt. It's I know it's Liverpool, I know. It's a Liverpool third shirt from this season. It's brand new with the tags. All the tags and all the barcodes and whatnot I've looked into. I've verified that it is a completely legit shirt. I paid £2.20 for this on eBay, and I've got it listed up for, I believe, £15 at the minute. It's a lovely top. I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, I know a lot of, obviously being from Liverpool, particularly when Liverpool are doing very well. You look at the Champions League last season, you look at the league this season, a lot of women like getting involved with Liverpool. Basically, you're either an Everton fan or a Liverpool fan when you're from the city. a lot of women tend to be Liverpool fans, and you know, it's a size 8. It's absolutely perfect. It's brand new. It's got the tags on it and everything. That's £15. So if somebody wants to pick that up, that is also on the Depop. This is one that I'm not planning on listing. This is another Everton top. It's so hard to get a hold of. This is the 2015-16 third shirt, which is green, and it doesn't look as bright on the video. That is like stunningly bright, that tangerine. This is actually a player issue shirt. I bought it off Casey's Kit Rooms on Depop. I've been looking on for so long. When it first came out, I hated it. Really didn't like the shirt. The campaign for it was like a comic book strip by one of the Marvel creators, and it was fantastic. It was such a good campaign. But yeah, you know, I didn't like it at the time, so I didn't bother buying it. Probably should have done, because I've then had to fork out £55 for this. But it's a player issue one. It's got the T tag on it there. It's all authentic. It's an absolutely lovely shirt. I'm not planning on selling it, but please, if you are completely interested, then please do drop me a message. Obviously, I've paid £55. I'll be looking to make a little bit more on it if someone was interested. But yeah, that is a size XL. With it being a player issue, it's a little bit tighter, so it fits a bit more like a large. But yeah, so again, that's not on there. If you want it, drop me a message. Okay, so now we're getting on to a bit more of the more bright and colourful ones. The next one, again, is an Everton shirt. This is one of my favourite Everton away shirts. It's from 1996, and they wore it all the way through to 1998. Again, extremely hard to get a hold of. It's an away shirt. It is the amber and blue one. I love this top. I bought it on an open auction on eBay for £38. A lot of like the shirt retailers are selling it anywhere between £60 and £75. I was actually planning on picking this up for about £70 at one point, but lucky me, I found it on eBay. But that is actually listed up on the Depop. I've listed it up for £65. It's excellent condition. There's a tiny like nick on the front there. You can just see where my finger's poking out of it. It's not actually poking out as per se, it's just a bit of a nick on the shirt. And obviously it's got a few bobbles on it, but that is brilliant. Any Everton fan, any shirt collector, it's just wavy. It's just nice. So it's probably something to pick up if you are, you know, if you are interested in shirts, if you're an Everton fan or anything like that. I'd probably recommend. Yeah, if you're an Everton fan or shirt collector, I'd probably recommend picking that up. You know, I'm probably going to get wear out of it. You know, I do tend to go to a lot of the Everton games. I think I missed 3 games this season. I don't actually live in Liverpool anymore, which is a bit sad. But yeah, me and my brother tend to go to quite a few. But I'm willing to part ways with it. If somebody really wants it, it's something that they're after, you know, it's listed on the Depop. Next up, again, I don't know why this shirt is as rare as it is. It's a 2017 England third shirt. I found this on Facebook Marketplace for £5, and the guy couldn't get rid of it quick enough. You know, he offered to pay me postage and everything. From what I can tell, I think they wore it for like 2 or 3 games. There was a friendly against Germany, and I believe a Euro qualifier against, I want to say, Sweden. I distinctly remember a picture of Michael Keane and Jake Livermore in it. From what I've read as well, we were scheduled to wear this in the semi-final game against Croatia, but at the last minute, England won the toss and got to wear the home kit. So, you know, Croatia wore on very similar colours to this. It's gorgeous. Again, it's an XL. The England on the back of that, it's all pristine. It looks like it's never really been worn. I think he probably bought it for the World Cup and probably wore it a couple of times during and then never bothered after that. That one is also listed up. I think I've listed that up for £20. I pay £5. You know, any shirts that get bought, just going to me, buying more and being able to provide for people. So yeah. Next up this is one of my favourites. Again, it's an XL. I don't tend to try and pick them up to fit me. I think at first I thought, if I can't sell it, I can wear it. And that was the whole point of it. But this next one is lovely. It's a Brazil 2006 home shirt. Again, it's an XL. It's like a 10 out of 10 condition. I've seen a lot of these online, and there's either colour run on the badge there, or this particular in the bottom. This little sash is either ripped, broken, the lot. This is literally perfect. Even the stars on the back there, the 5 stars, the Brazil there, the size label, everything is spot on. The woman I bought it off said she was going through his son's wardrobe because he was in uni at the time, and she just wanted to get rid of some of his stuff, and I managed to pick that up for £12. So that's listed as 20. It's an absolute classic. I've seen ones with printing going for anywhere between £45 and £50. Obviously, it's not got printing on it. It's just a lovely top. It's classic Brazil. It's Kaká, it's Ronaldinho, it's Ronaldo, Cafu, Maicon, Lucio, players like that nature. You know, it's just, you know, it's a vintage shirt. Okay, so moving on. This is I believe it's 2003 Bayern Munich home shirt. Don't quote me on it. I'm not entirely sure. It's from when they changed from Opal to T-Mobile. Again, this is an XL. This shirt cost me £8. I thought it was an absolute bargain at the time. It does have plenty of wear in it, but as you can see, the T-Mobile and the Bayern Munich at the back cracking. So you probably couldn't wash it. So I'd say if you're going to whip it out, you know, maybe whip it out for a really special occasion and then wash it on like a delicate wash or something like that. Again, completely authentic. The badge even looks old school. The Adidas or the tags on the inside, I've checked it all over. I only had one shirt that wasn't authentic and it sold today. It was a New York City FC inaugural first season shirt with PLO 21 on the back. It was a replica of a player if you want to have both MLS patches on the sleeves. I bought that for just under £20 and I managed to sell it today for 25. Did post on the listing that it was a replica. Again, unless I actually state it on the Depop or anywhere else, they're all authentic. So that one, I believe, at the moment is up for £15. I think that's a bit of a bargain for the age of the shirt. You know, you have players like Michael Ballack wearing that. I believe that was the first season he transferred over from Bayer Leverkusen. It's just a lovely top, and I've not really had much interest in it. I had one guy who popped up and offered me £5 for it, which just no, don't do that on Depop. That's no. But yeah, again, it's a great top. If anyone's interested, that is also listed. Moving on, I've got a couple of Man United numbers now. The first one is from 2009, 2010, when Wayne Rooney was just a beast. It was the 34 goal season he had in this. I believe 22 were in the league. They didn't actually win anything other than the League Cup this season, but it was the season after they had equalled Liverpool's 18 trophy haul for the Premier League. Liverpool have never won a Premier League at this point, just to, you know, put that out there. It's going to happen. As of the day recording is the day that the Premier League is announced to be back, and the first game is Everton-Liverpool for us. So that's going to be swell. But that's a large. It's perfect. The AIG is absolutely intact. The badge is perfect. The shirt's not shrunk. There's no pulls. There's nothing like that. The only sort of damage, if you want to call it that, is there's a tiny bit of fraying and discoloration on that. But other than that, that shirt's absolutely top notch. I'm looking for anywhere between £15 and £20 for that. I paid £6. It'd be great for a United fan. You know, there's a lot of them down here. There's a lot of them back in Manchester. There's a lot of them abroad. They're just such a well-known team. And with the black sash on it, that was one of the most iconic kits that they've had. Definitely worth a pick up. The next one is one of it's another one with a bit of damage on it. It's another Man United one. I believe it's 2011, 2012 away shirt. You can see the damage to the Aeon sponsor there. That's an XL. The guy who I bought it off, I paid £1. £1. And the guy who bought it off, I think he said on the listing he put it in the dryer, so it shrunk it a little bit. I don't think it shrunk it. I think it just sort of made the badge go just a little bit funny. The Aeon definitely got destroyed in the wash, but what I'd probably recommend doing is ripping that off and having it plain. As I say, I'm an XL in a lot of like football and sportswear. I've tried that on. It actually fits me pretty well. I've listed that up for £5. I mean, for £5, you can either get someone to repair that, or, you know, you can wash it and rip it off, and then you've got a quality Manchester United shirt. Yeah, it's lovely. The third lot from the Manchester United lot is a 2007-2008 training shirt. This is in a small. It could probably fit a medium. A lot of the stuff back then was slightly oversized. I compared this shirt to another shirt which I sold the other day in a medium, just to prove that it could fit as small, because this is so big. It's just a great little number. Again, it's perfect. There's a tiny bit of crack into the AIG, but the shirt itself is immaculate. The pattern is great. It's like it's more like a tiger stripe, but yeah, that's just a lovely training top. I listed it on the listing of pictures of. I could only find Ronaldo wearing it in a pre-season tour of China, and a picture of Michael Sylvestre celebrating the Champions League winning it. But that went up on the listing. I paid, I think, £5.50 for that, and I've got it listed up there for £10 at the minute. Easy little pickup for a United fan, easy little pickup for just football fan in general. A lot of training gear goes under the radar, gets slept on a little bit. I don't think it should. I think people should wear more training gear. But yeah, that's on there, £10. Happy days, easy little buy. Moving on, I've got a bit more of a rare one. I paid £12 for this. It's a Brazil 2011 Copa America away shirt. It's listed as a size large. It was bought as a size large. It's a small fitting. I've looked into it. I think it might be player issue, but I can't confirm that. But it's lovely. It's like a teal colour. It's got it's got the yellow accents on it. It's got the Brazil on it. On the inside of the badge, emblazoned on it, it's the national bird of Brazil. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is now. It's listed on the Depop on there. I've listed that up for £20. It's a quick little turnover. It's a very rare shirt. From what I can tell, they wore it in one game in that tournament, and it was against Paraguay, and they went out on penalties. So it's probably not like a popular one, but it's definitely a head turn. It's a lovely little top. Definitely worth a pick up. Next up, we've got another training top. It's another Everton top. This is from when we had the clip art cartoon badge in 2013-14, which was Berto Martinez's first season in charge. And that is a lovely, lovely, lovely top. It's absolutely perfect condition. I was planning on keeping it. I've not listed it at the minute. It's another one where if somebody wants it, let me know. I'll list it on there. I probably eventually will list everything on there because I can't keep everything. I'll probably list it on there anywhere between £20 to £25. It's just lovely. It's a lovely, and that grows on you more over time, especially the more wearing it. It's like a black and like a grey gradient on it and a bit of a block in the middle. It's a fantastic top. Not listed yet. If anyone's interested, let me know. Following on, we've got I can't tell the authenticity of this. I really looked into it. It's another World Cup 2006 shirt. This one's Czech Republic. I have looked into it and the badges were printed on. So when I first got that, I paid £6 for it. And I panicked and I thought, oh, this is going to be a fake one. It seems to have all the tags in place. I've had a little look online. I can't necessarily verify it. But at the same time, I can't prove that it is fake. There is a QR code on here, but it doesn't scan. So if there's any takers, anyone help me, let me know. Yeah, it's just a lovely top. It's got a nice line embroidered into it there. It's sort of like screen printed on, and then you've got like the Puma logos which are stitched on there. That's again, it's just a quick pickup, £10. It's an extra large. It probably fits a large with being Puma because it is a tight fitting. A lot of the times with the fake shirts, if it's a size up and it fits a size down, it's probably like a telltale sign. The caveat to that being it can either be a player issue shirt or it can be something like Puma, which is just ridiculous. Some of the Puma stuff and Kappa, Under Armour and things like that. Like I've seen, if you are looking into it, a lot of Tottenham shirts from when they had Kappa are like 4XL, and that's to fit someone who's an XL because they're so tight. Just getting into the end of it now. I've got one from when I first started really enjoying football in the 2004-2005 season. It's a Real Madrid top. It's an extra large again. I picked this up for £8. I believe I've got that listed up for 20. It's in absolutely perfect condition. The La Liga, when it was LFP, is perfect. The Adidas is perfect. There's no crack or anything like that. The badge is perfect, no stitching coming away. I've seen on a lot of these, the sort of the piping on the inside of the collar comes away, but this one hasn't. On Classic Football Shirt, they've got this listed in the exact same condition, in the exact same size, for £60, which is, I think that's too much, but this has got tiny bobbling on it. You could probably get another little debobbler things, looks like a little fan. That'll probably take that out. That's listed for £20. I think that's a great pickup for anyone, whether you're a Real Madrid fan or not. I think that's just a great shirt to pick up. Following on, we've got it's one of my favourites. The colour's amazing. It's a Bayern Munich top. I believe it was 2012 or 13, maybe a little bit later. Actually, I want to say maybe 2016-17. It's a medium. It's an away shirt. It's got a tiny thread pull on here. Get that repaired. I pay £5. I've listed that for, I believe, 20. absolutely spot on. It's spot on. It's an easy pickup. It's a lovely shirt, by a Munich fan or not. A lot of people probably don't know I'm a massive fan of German football. With the Bundesliga coming back, I was made up, but that's definitely worth the pickup. £20. It's easy. It's a lovely top. Another head turner. And then we're coming towards the end of it now. I will show off this Hamburg shirt just towards the end. That's another one of my favourite pickups. But moving on, we've got a 2007-2008 Everton away shirt. We didn't wear this much. I think one of the only times I can actually remember off the top of my head was in a FA Cup game against Shrewsbury. I think Tim Cahill scored the winner. The condition on this isn't fantastic. I've listed this one up again for £10. There should be like Umbro diamonds here. You can see it's just peeled away a bit. Yeah, it just looks like it's peeled away in the wash. There's a bit of crack into that, but it's like it's a proper like vintage Everton top. We don't tend to change the away colours all that often. It's either black, the salmon pink and navy, white, or amber and blue, which you'll see on the next shirt and the 97 shirt that you saw there. It's just a nice little collector's piece. Even if you wanted to frame it and stick it up, it's £10. It's definitely worth it. Again, as I said earlier, amber and blue. It's another Everton shirt from the Martinez era, 13-14, with the little cartoon badge. This one's not in fantastic nick. There's a lot of pulls on it. I paid £8 and I've listed it for £10, but that's probably the last decent attempt we've had at an amber and blue. It's a colourway that a lot of Everton fans love. When this first got announced, everyone was all over it. I remember my brother having a long sleeve and he really wanted to get De La Feu on it. It was just such a really exciting time for Evertonians and just football. The Premier League that season was brilliant. You had Everton, Liverpool, City, United, all Arsenal, all doing great, all fighting for it. We finished the season, I think, on 74 points and finished 5th. The year after, Leicester won the league, I think, on 72. So just showing like how good the league was that year. You see this, you think of like Lukaku scoring worldies, James McCarthy, Gareth Barry, Leighton Baines. There's just so many good memories of that season. That badge as well, as much as people hate it, it does grow on you. Give it a chance. That is up for £10. That is again an XL. I love that top. I think it's great. For £10, it's definitely worth picking up just to have in your collection. And now we're coming, these are the last two before I show the Hamburg shirt off. This one's a training top. It's a Netherlands one from 2014. During the World Cup they wore this. This is an extra small man's. It definitely fitted kids, so I've listed it up for £10 because the kids stuff doesn't go all that well. It doesn't fetch much money. It's absolutely perfect. It's lovely. It looks like I've just went into the Nike store and bought it. Nothing wrong with the ING sponsor. The badge is absolutely spot on. It's a shame it's an extra small, but a kid will probably love it, especially coming up to the Euros, or even there's a lot of Liverpool fans who now love the Dutch national team because of Van Dijk. Definitely worth a pick up for the kids for £10. I think I paid £6 for it, or £6.50. Again, a little bit of money to me means I can buy more shirts and get more out to you guys for prices that they should be going for, and you're not paying extortionate rates. So there's that one there. And then last up, we've got a jacket, which is again from the 2014 World Cup. It's not necessarily an official one. It's an official World Cup licensed product, but it's a Belgium warm-up or match day jacket that they called it. And the badge is embroidered. The embroidery is also there on the the World Cup logo, and then on the sleeve down here, you got another bit there. There is the official licensing. It's a 2XL. It fits me perfectly. You could probably get away with it if you're a large as well, as like an oversized fit. It's just a lovely top. I pay £5 for it. I've listed it up for 10. Again, it's just like another eye catcher. It's definitely worth looking into more than anything else. And I've got two more for you now. As mentioned, this is the Hamburg shirt. This is the 2004 away shirt. I picked this up on eBay for £5 because it was listed as a small defect, and they really went into detail about how the defect took away from the shirt and whatnot. It's that. It's a small cigarette burn on the back. If you don't know, you can still do it today. You can smoke in the stands in Germany. I think this has probably come from Germany. You know, a lot of stuff like this, the German stuff, the Italian stuff, and the French stuff doesn't tend to be produced elsewhere unless it's a massive team like Roma or Bayern. I think this is like it's definitely authentic. It's a size XL. It fits me amazing. There's no damage to the sponsor. The badge is perfect. The Nike is perfect. It's literally only that and a tiny bit of cracking to the Hamburger at the back there. Hamburg are a massive team. They've fallen on difficult times, but this shirt was worn by two ex-Premier League players. It's Caleb Boularus of Chelsea fame. He used to wear the number 9 for Chelsea. He played for them this season. Daniel Van Buiten, who played this season at Man City, he also played for them this season. And there was a couple of like big name players in Germany at the time. There was, I believe his name is Sergei Barbarez. He is a Bosnian. He played for a lot of different teams in Germany. And there was, I believe his name was Nakato Hitoshi. He was a Japanese international. He played for them in the season. It's a lovely top. The colour is perfect. I've listed that up for £30. As I say, I didn't pay much for it. It was £5 or £6. I really want to keep hold of this one, but it's listed up. If someone wants it, go ahead and go for it. And last off, you see I've changed shirt. It's because just to showcase the last piece. You may have seen it before when I stood up to have a little look at the shirts behind me. It's a 2014-2015 AC Milan home shirt. They're so hard to get a hold of. The season they did this badge, it was this first season. I don't know if you can see it properly in the light there. It's got the AC Milan logo embroidered inside the St. George's cross. For those who don't know, AC Milan was founded as AC Milan Football and Cricket Club 120 years ago this year by English founders, which is why they've done this. It's not a Centino shirt or anything like that. They just wanted to change it up. It's the season that Pippo Inzaghi came back as a manager. I think they thought they were a bit on hard times. They were trying to get back into it and get back the culture of the club. But that top was absolutely fantastic. Again, you might have seen earlier. This is printed. It's got El Shaarawy 92 on it. A lot of people will remember him from FIFA fame, especially KSI's old videos about him. But he's actually one of Milan's best ever youth academy products, which sounds really stupid when they've had players like Maldini and that come through. Particularly now, they don't produce an awful lot. He's a fantastic player. Probably ruined his career by going over to China a bit too early, following the money. But this shirt, I love it. I've listed that up on the Depop for £65. I paid £30 for it. Again, it's just pristine. It's perfect. There's no cracking. There's no bobbling, there's no thread pulls, there's nothing like that. Sometimes you'll find and like the stars or anything like that are bobbling, but no, it's perfect. The only thing is the top button is missing on it, but who wears football shirts buttons at the top anyway? I don't think anybody does. But yeah, that is up there. I love this shirt. If someone wants to take it off my hands, it's up there. All the stuff on my Depop is open to offers unless I explicitly state on the posting that it's not. As of now, there's nothing on there that says that I'm not listening to offers for it. If I have paid £10 and listed something for £30, there's no way I'm not going to listen to a little bit less. But at the end of the day, it's about making the money back to buy more shirts, to be able to produce videos like this, and to be able to get you guys more shirts. But that's it. That's the first lot of it. If this does well, if you're interested in it, I'll make more as more come in. I've got about 10 or 12 on the way in, but I bought a couple of them as like a job lot. There's a really, really lovely one which is a load of women's football shirts, and some of them are tremendous. That's on its way. Hopefully that comes tomorrow or Monday. But yeah, link to the Depop is in the description below. If you liked it, please give the video a like. You can give it a share on the social media. You can subscribe to the channel. I used to make videos a long time ago, which is why I've still got about 400 and something subs on here. Hopefully this reaches out to a few of you, and yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Just quickly, forgot to mention the ones that I have already sold. I did mention the New York one that went. I also bought a PSG 2016-2017 home shirt. I bought that on eBay for £2. It was a medium. I should flash a picture up of it now so you can see it. The listing I made of it, that's all for £20. I also bought a Scotland training jacket from 2014 from the same guy. I paid £3 for that, and again, that's all for £20. That was one of my favourite ones. It was just a lot of training stuff gets slept on. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Other than that, there's a guy on here. It's M21 football shirt. He's a good lad. He's had a good long chat with me today. Haggled me a little bit for the shirt, but he got a good price on it. I also got a good price on it because I made the profit on it, and that it's a small profit, but it's the point of the point of what I'm doing. It was a Portugal Euro 2000 home shirt in a medium. They are hard to get a hold of. They sell for about £25 on eBay. I sold that one for £23. So they're the 4 that I've sold at the minute. I've got a lot more coming, a lot more on the way. Yeah, it's great. I love it. £200. It's probably more when you add up the ones I'm keeping. Yeah. But yeah, no. Anyway, thanks again. I'll see you all next time. So this is the part that I keep forgetting to do. As I say, it's the first video I've done. I've recorded this 2 or 3 times now and I keep forgetting to do it. Basically, I've spent over 200, I believe it's £213.50 if you don't include the ones that I really want to keep. I have sold £73 worth for a profit of £43. And all that £43 has gone back into buying more shirts. So yeah, title of the video, even though I found out I've made £43 profit so far, and hopefully there's more to come.